task and going to understand the things. Let's move on. Okay, if you have any doubts, please ping in a chat. Okay, there is too much of noise is there, but let me try my best. Okay, let's fix on the one task. First we need to go with the easy one, then we increase the level.
సాయంత్రం తీసుకుంటాం. ఎక్కడ పెట్టాలి?
ఓకే. Okay friends, let's do this Roman to integer task now. Let's pick this one. Then what is happening? What is the task? We need to understand the first what is the task here we are going to do. The Roman numerals are represented by 7 different symbols, that is I, V, X, L, C, D and M. What is the values of those symbols? The I represents 1, V represents 5 and X represents 10, L represents 50, C represents 100, D represents 500 and M represents 1000. Okay, so let's take one example here. Okay. For example, so for example 2 is written as 2 in Roman numerical. Just okay. Then now it is the beginning. Please let's solve this one. Just two ones added together. Okay, 12 is written as x11. go to the x is the 10, right? And 1 is the, this represents 2, so this is the 12, which is simply x plus 1. The number 27 is written as xx, means x is 20, x is 10, so xx gives the 20. Then v is the 5 and 1 is the these 1 means 27, which is 20 plus 5 plus 2. So Roman numbers are usually written largest to smaller from left to right. Okay, this is the way we observed previous ones. However, the numbers for the 4 is not 4. Instead, the number is 4 is written as IV, means it is because the 1 is before 5, we subtract, it makes 4. Okay, this is the way we need to understand this Roman number, and it is good to begin this task. So what we need to do is, our task is to get the numbers. Input is in Roman, we need to give the output. Okay, so this is the thing, and what we need to understand, that is the tracking process is required. Okay, Sorry friends, all the settings are going, and why? Because this is the after actually going to live is the this is the first time, so all the settings are happening, all the things are going to happen. That's why it takes too much of time. And also I am also the same one who you are. We are letting both each other, understanding the logic, building the logics, and trying to understand. Okay, so sorry for delay, sorry for all the things, but we should learn. Let's begin this one. See what we take in here. So if you observe this one, we are going to solve this task in Java with this code. Okay, so let's see how to solve this one. Here we are going to use the hash map, because whatever here list out, right, symbols, those are list out represent, these are the numbers. What is the integers? 1, 5, 10, 50, 100 and 500. If it is comes, this value is going to be it. Okay, so see, initially whatever we the value is 0 only, so previous value is 0, stores the value of the previous symbol. Okay, so here is the beginning of the iteration. The given string length is and see, that's on the total is 0 and previous value is 0, but it stores the value of the previous symbol. Iteration is begin, because we need to take the string. We take this example to understand this one. See, this is an example. S represents this string, which is contains a Roman number. Okay, the Roman number is here. Now that length is how much it is? The length is 3, right? So the length is 3. Then we are going to come from left to right. Okay, okay, and the length is actually 3, so as per the index position we should consider as the 2, that's why -1. Okay, I should be the greater than or equal to 0. Okay, this condition is satisfied, then enter to the for loop. So in this current value, what is the roadmap? So we need to get the character index I. That I is what it is going to represent at 2 location. It is I represents. Okay, I is the location. So what is the return value of the hash map for the I? That is 1, right? So here we get the 1 is the current value. So current value is less than previous value. Current value is 1, right? So 1 is less than 0, previous value is 0, right? So we are not going to subtract, we need to add this value. Okay, so the total is plus equal to current value. Total is 0. This I is means this 1 is going to add to the total. Now total value is 1. Okay, here is values multiplying every iteration. Now it is 1. Okay, current previous value is 0 only. So, and let's go. The previous value is the current value. Previous value is also going to update it to the 1. Okay. Now come back to this I minus minus. I minus minus represents now 1. Okay. 1 is greater than 0. It is satisfies the condition. Then comes to this loop. In this, what we are going to char of 1. Char at 1. The string char at 1 means this one. Okay. This one entered to this place, and roadmap of I is 1 only. So 1 comes. Current value is 1. Okay. Current value is 1. 1 is less than the previous value. Previous value is 1, right? This is not true because 1 is not less than 1. So it comes to this place. Then it became the 2. Right? Total is 1, right? Now 1 plus 1. It is total is 2. Now previous value he was going to the current value. That is 1. Okay. Previous value still 1 only. Then next move on to this one. I minus minus. I minus minus is 0, right? 0 less than or equal to 0. It is true only. Then comes to this one. The roadmap of I is character I is 0 position I. 0 position also I is there. So that's why this comes like this. Okay. Current value is 1. 1 is less than or equal to 1. No, we need to add it. So current value is 1. The total value is 2. The sum is 3. Okay. Then previous value is current value. That is 1 only. Then comes to the I minus minus. 0 minus 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 1. Minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. It is false. So come back to the loop and returns the total. The total is 3. 3 is the output. This is the logic we applied here. So also we satisfied 3 test cases. Case 1, 333 satisfied. Case 2. What is happening in this logic? Whatever logic is there, let me explain here. So initially we are going to get in a roadmap 1, and that is going to be what will be go moving from left to right to left. Okay, from right side to left. So in the for loop, every time this is higher values, so we are going to add the 3, then 5, 8 and L. What is the L? L is the 50, right? So 58. It is become 58 as per our code. If assume this one 58, right? If suppose X is there after the L, then that is this L is 50, right? X is there means we need to subtract the X value, means 10. Then that will become the 48. Okay. I hope you understand how our code is going to work for this. Okay. This is fine only, easy to understand. Shall we submit this one? Okay, let's try that. Yeah, it is submitted. Runtime is 4 milliseconds beats. Okay, memory is 45 MB beats. This is our result of the code. Let me put this code. If you want to get this code, let me share in our chat. Okay, I will share this code in comment section or Git to share you. Okay, thank you friends. This is our task resolved. Okay friends, shall we now? I will continuously trying to improve myself to give the better explanation and better review to you, and now sign off for myself. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.